Hello and welcome to this Backwards Compatible Comics View for The Legend of Wonder Woman, issue number 1. Story and pencils are by Renae De Liz, and inks, colours and letters by Dillon. Editors Kirsty Dunn. This is a DC Digital series that has come into print. Now, the DC Digitals are great. They come out weekly, and there's different realms of stories, and some of them that I've read are great. I think the best one for me has always been Injustice. Obviously, Injustice: Gods Among Us, related to the video game and stuff like that, and I think that's been a great series. And there are others like the DC Bombshells, which is great. But this is a relatively new series, The Legend of Wonder Woman. Now, it's going to be 9 issues in total in terms of physical, and each issue holds about 3 issues, I think, from the digital. So it's not a huge outlay to begin with, and it's a great little way to look into it. I love the fact that there's a mixture between the digital and the physical realms. Now, this story concentrates on Wonder Woman, but it doesn't really. What it does is it concentrates itself on the young Diana instead. From the outset, we don't get to see her till about halfway through. Well, not about sort of 10 pages in. The idea being is that we look at the plight of the Amazons and the way that they become who they are, and the way that they work. So there's a lot of information about Hippolyta, who's Diana's mum, or mother, probably the best way to put it. And again, so from there, what we're beginning to see is this is all about her Diana growing up as a child, about the way that she adapts to the Amazonian way of life, and also that the way the Amazonians adapt to the way of life that they've been given by the gods. And that's an intriguing little pattern. Now, the artwork, as you can see, I've changed the pattern of this. Obviously, in the digital, you get the landscape. In the physical, you get it's more portrait style, and as you'd expect. Now, I don't mind. I think the human artwork's quite good, but where this series really excels is with the legendary mythological creatures, so to speak. So we get to see things like Pegasus and hippogriffs and titans and stuff like that. And I think that it's the artwork is very nice in the human style, but I do prefer the monster artwork, and that's a bit of one of those things. Nothing too bad, but again, there is that little bit of a discord, I think, for me personally. But I am liking the story. I find that the origin story of Diana is quite compelling. She's an intriguing young character, and I think that's a great thing. And again, the strength in her younger self. Great story for younger kids, I'd definitely say, and there's enough there to really want to pull you in. There's no graphic violence. There is a little bit in the horror bit, which may for younger kids maybe not, but again, it's still a lovely looking series. And again, I think as the series builds, if the way that Diana's shaping up as a person, you can really feel that even at a young age, you can feel those seeds of the character we believe Wonder Woman to be. You can see those seeds being sown. So definitely worth a read, and definitely worth taking a look at. So intriguing in the end, and definitely, hopefully, I hope this series gets some good coverage, and I'm enjoying it from the start. So thank you very much for listening. Take care, and good night.